Hello, happy Friday. Welcome to another day of Nano or just writing because. So I think I will be very close to finishing like the Nano 50K today. But I'm not going to reach that point today. So I need to redo my thumbnail for Sunday, I think, to be the official, like, come finish with me type of thing. But I'm really excited about just how much world building I've been able to do and having fun with it. So there is that. But yes, I'm close. Which I didn't think I would, because last year I struggled so hard to reach the 50K mark. It was like a mad dash to the finish line at the very end. And I don't know why I thought I would have trouble with it this year. Maybe just because, like, in my brain, it's like Nano is hard. But at the same time, we have been like you and I, have been writing regularly for quite some time now, thanks to the way that the world is working this year. Since March, really, since the end of March, beginning, April window when reality sets in that, oh yeah, this is not going to be a normal year. So I don't know why I thought it would be way more difficult than it has been to get the number of words. But I will say, because I'm not in, like, quote unquote drafting mode, I'm not necessarily winning in the traditional sense of Nano, but that's okay. I am writing, I am developing a world, which is always fun. Also, I asked, I just stopped in and said, have you eaten? It's your daily reminder. We need hydration, we need food to fuel our brains and our writing, and we need stretch breaks and all that kind of thing. So I had a barbecue pork sandwich, switched my words around. And then yesterday I made a really lovely sort of like cheat version of a tomato bisque soup. I really enjoy the sort of creamier tomato soup. And so I looked up a cheat recipe, essentially, where it's like you just combine a condensed Campbell's tomato soup with some diced tomatoes and add some cheese and milk or cream if you have cream. It's very delicious. I will 10 out of 10 make it again. So I recommend a knockoff version of tomato bisque. It's very delicious. CB says, I'm going to reheat some leftover chicken curry. That sounds good too. And some microwave rice. You are completely replanning beverages from scratch. Sometimes that happens. Looking out at, is this the San Francisco Bay or the science fiction bay? Hey. Early in the morning, time for another cup of coffee before we sprint. Thanks so much for doing these. You're welcome. This is how I get my work done. So MM Ward says, hello, lovelies. And you started pizza dough to rise. Yay! Yes, Mom makes a lovely pizza dough as well. So I have done it. I am not quite as good at it as she is yet, but she's had more years to practice than I have. So Kai says, going to eat after the stream, but you're having pizza as well. Nice. CP says, I'm thinking of having Tony grow up in the UK. He'll still go to MIT, but much later. You're thinking of having an accident that wasn't an accident happen when he's 11. Lots of shenanigans. Ayane is here. Hello, welcome. Divided by Sight. Hello. Yay, it's Friday. Yes, it is. Thank goodness. Yay. Rosalind is here. Hello. Envy McKinsey. Hello. Welcome. Glad for the stream today. Feeling extremely unmotivated. Oh, no. Hopefully we can help that. Hopefully we can help with that. Nadia, you are up to 11,175. You're aiming for 50 or 60K. Nice. You still have time. I think it's still doable, for sure. Charlie says, hey, hello, welcome. You read that as science fiction bay too. I mean, it would be pretty cool too. Just be like sitting out in your spaceship bay, looking out at the maintenance on all your fighter ships going, and just having a cup of coffee. I don't know if it would be like a space age type coffee, or if it would be like real coffee that you had to smuggle in past the authorities or something. Do we have a new story idea now? 20 days into Nano, are we going, I'm going to switch to sci-fi? CV is cleaning the print heads on your printer. Uh-oh. Hopefully it will not get super messy. I cross my fingers and send you good vibes for that. Charlie says to Kai, me too. I just want to curl up and do nothing. No, we are going to curl up and write our little fingers off. Or if you need a self-care day, do curl up and do nothing. Maybe go grab a book to read, or face mask, manicures, brownies. You know, some of those. If you need days off, remember to take them. And that is one of the things that I've done, is I've taken actually more days off this Nano than I did last. But because I write so much more in a single day than I was last year, because I was aiming only for the Nano count last year. Whereas this year, my goal has been to hit 2K or above every day that I write. And I've been hitting that very, very consistently. So it's all good. So Elizabeth says, hello, welcome. All the communication relays with recap. Yes. Mackenzie, you are also unmotivated. Maybe I should have a second cup of coffee. You're also unmotivated. Why is that so hard for me to say today? You've got thunder playing in the background. Your word count stands at a little under 34K at the moment. That is awesome. That is great. All right. So what would you like to do first? A 15-minute or a 25-minute? I'm leaving it up to the chat. If we are feeling unmotivated in general, do y'all want to start with the 15, kind of see if you can get your brain to delve into the story, or do you want to just do like Pomodoro? Whatever you would like to do, we will do. Except for Devin. I haven't seen Devin yet, but Devin suggestions, Devin style suggestions, maybe not. Ayane says, I'm at 40K and struggling. Your characters just got engaged. Shouldn't that be exciting? Well, do you have a scene where one of the newly affianced characters is like, why am I not more excited? Do we have the psychological analysis there? And this is bothering me so much. I've got my, I moved my laptop. So the light seems to be hitting my glasses a little differently than it normally does. Or either that or I'm paying more attention to it. I don't know. Anna says, howdy, everyone. Just got here from your own productivity sprint. Yay! No, it's perfectly fine. Go over if you need to or want to. There's no way to avoid overlap at this point. There's just so many of us on AuthorTube, and there's an especially large uptick in live streams during Nano events. So don't worry about it. Just stream when you want to, and anybody who feels like joining us, go for it. Otherwise, it's fine. Kai says, time for more drama. Oh, for the affianced characters. Yes, somebody, I don't know, somebody should object. An old love interest. Somebody in the family rejects one of the two affianced characters. Yes, make it go full soap opera. Nadia votes for 25. Kai votes for 15. Kat votes for 15. And Anna and Elizabeth. Okay, so I'm going to have to count, essentially. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 25, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 15. Okay, so we're going to do 15 to start. There we go. That's how the brain works today. Yay. You still have a bomb to drop and then things will go downhill. Gotcha. All righty. Devin will want a 200-minute sprint. Yes. Yes, absolutely. And Nikki is here. Hello, welcome. Yes, okay, so share my screen and yes, there we go. Okay, make this bigger. Put up the banner. All righty, so everything visually seems to be right where I want it. So please do not forget, if you have already been working this morning, save your document. You want to keep your words safe. So save your document, make sure you have something to drink. If you need a snack or you need a stretch break, please take one. And we're going to go ahead and get started with our first 15-minute warm-up sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, I forgot I had my computer sound way down. So I was like, why are my wind chimes so quiet today? How'd you do? That was our 15-minute warm-up sprint. Let me put that on hold. So I think I did pretty well for 15 minutes. Pretty darn well. Oops, gotta click. 633 for a 15-minute sprint is pretty darn good. Save your document. Every once in a while, just go ahead and save it. All right, so CP says, maybe I'll try free writing it because you just had an idea. Yes, do. And Nikki is going to be having a stream at 2 p.m. with Sako and going to be talking about tarot cards. Nikki, I need to, where is your name? All right. Nikki, you should now have a wrench. So feel free to go ahead and pop the link in the chat. All right. But yes, tarot cards are fun. Ayane says, I'm behind and I have energy drinks. Oh no. Well, sometimes the energy drinks just make you jittery. They don't necessarily, like, they speed up your brain. For me, they speed up my brain way too much. And so then I can't hold a thought long enough to like write it down or concentrate on it. So I don't function well when I have too much coffee or energy drinks. So yeah. Petra, hello everyone. Hello, welcome. Kai says, I got extremely distracted by Etsy. Yeah, Etsy will do that. Amazon will also do that. I went on like just a browsing, I guess, window shopping on Amazon, and I was like bookmarking things for future homes that I don't own. I was like, this would look nice and really lovely. I'm like, okay. But you were ready to write for 2 minutes. That was too fast. Oh no. CB says 407 for that. Nice. 119 for Kai. Excellent. Mackenzie got 280, 140 on paper and then typed it up. Excellent. But that typing it up after you handwrite it, you are also editing it in general. So it works. 153 for MM Ward. War Russian. Annie didn't know what that was, and her confusion was plain. So Harvey held out a sealed clear packet. A sealed clear packet he had pulled from a leg pocket. She peeled open the corner and then closed it quickly as a scent like a bad liver pate mixed with stale jerky and vinegar hit her nose. Yeah. Well, so war rations would be MREs, essentially? Is that appropriate? CB says, I was 9 years old when it happened. One cold, rainy night. In the middle of the spring, you were in your room, building a robot, a gift for your mother, when you heard your father yell, an absolute terror. I thought he was supposed to be 11, not 9. Did you change your mind? You are freely allowed to change your mind, so do not worry if you did. Yes, that sounds like a smell which would cause a headache, for sure. And Charlie says, I will have to see how you are feeling. Excellent. You decided the story needs more Harry Potter. Oh, speaking of Harry Potter and wands and things, there was a piece in the BBC about a guy in the UK has set up a new business for teaching people how to work with circuitry and electronics, just like sort of the basics of it, in order to create more a better understanding of what more you could do with like smart home stuff. So not just smart speakers, but like just different technology items that can be hooked up to the internet to control them. And so he had decided to kind of put this in the framework of like, let's build a remote that's in the shape of a wand. Here, I'll have the pieces so you can come choose what your wand style looks like, and then learn how to put the circuitry in it and how to do the electronics for your other pieces and like connect them. So I was like, that's kind of an interesting idea. So it's essentially like a learning experience, but with wand themed, and you get a circuitry wand that will help you make you feel like your house is a castle for a wizard. I'm not explaining that very well. I will find the link to the BBC story in the next sprint and pop it in the chat. You would think that I would be able to comprehensively or cohesively explain something, but no. Charlie says, I think I have wrestled your sinuses into submission. Yay! But your head is wandering in a fog, obscuring most images from appearing in your brain. Yeah. The sinus allergy stuff is not fun. Feel you on the energy drinks, you just get the shakes. Yeah. And my feet cramp up. Like, that's how I know I've had way too much caffeine, is my feet, like the arches of my feet start to cramp. It's not fun. Kat says, 414, backing up is really important. Since the new update for OS, Scrivener has been crashing a lot. Ooh. Yeah, definitely back up. Or does it need more Snape? I vote for more Snape. Always more Snape. Mackenzie says, my scene is at the point of the premise of the story. Yay! You decided to make him 9 because by 11, kids have lost their sense of justice. Some of them. A lot of them. Annie just went from her ink giver's first fleet to the 8th fleet and discovered that Admant, the commander, was using his fleet resources to buy things for his wife. Ooh, very nice. His men and pets, Roger cloned Warforce, are starving cold and grossly neglected while he's buying his wife stuff. Gotcha. Irresponsible. All right. Speaking of which, I was also writing about an irresponsible character as well. So there you go. You should always have at least one irresponsible character in your book. Always. Otherwise, how can dumb decisions be made? All right. So let's go ahead and move into the second sprint. This one, we will go ahead and do the 25-minute Pomodoro length, and I will fetch that link while we're doing that. So things, remembering things. All right, we're getting started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that was the second writing sprint. How did we do? I wrote 886. I need 2 more words. Excuse me while I go write those. Four words. But anyway, so I'm now past the 888 mark. Okay. So, still feeling like I'm making a lot of progress. It's good. Tina came in. Hello, welcome. And so I put the link to the BBC article on wands and smart home electronics, the new business that I was talking about. So Ayane said, that looks cool. I hate it when devices talk, but you might actually enjoy that. It's silly yet fun. Yes, exactly. So if you're interested in it, give it a read. It's kind of interesting. I thought so anyway. So Tina got 421. Nice. Kai got 335, but you figured out what fantasy race you want one of your characters to be. Ooh. Very nice. Always fun for that. So Mackenzie hand wrote 2 pages. Very impressive. Very. Petra got 283, had to reread a bit, but you like the way the scene is moving. Nice. Graded a paper and ate a cookie. Yay! What kind of cookie? Emma Ward says 303. The door opened as a blast of freezing air hit them. Annie's gasp crystallized in front of her lips as the smell of death and frost slapped her in the face. Ooh, I like that. I mean, it would not be fun to be slapped in the face with the smell of death and frost, but I like the way that it's worded, and it gives me a very it's a nice it's a nice description is what I'm trying to say. Cat says 662 and a fresh log on the fire. Nice. Yes, I like the description too. Kai says, I don't know if this is the right word, but your writing always feels tactile, like you can really feel the scene. That is nice. I like that too, yes. 716 for CB. Professor Slughorn, sir. I'm to take Tony Stark to Professor Flitwick immediately. Something has happened. Can you handle this the rest of the way on your own? Sev, of course I can, Tony. Chocolate chip, but not the gooey kind. Gotcha. Yes, exactly. I figured out a sort of like a little side conflict that's going to happen. I know that one of the shifter groups is going to be a little bit more isolated and sort of like refusing to work with humans, and also like not work closely with other shifter groups. And because of that, if a drought happens, then they will no longer be able to really sustain the population that is in their den. And so they try to go steal from another shifter den and get caught. And so it starts as sort of like a territory resource fight between the two groups. And then the sort of like the younger and hungry of the first group, the one that's more insular, is kind of like, why haven't you taken care of this? We like, even if you started a business that you only marketed towards other shifters, like we could have had some sort of better financial stability where we wouldn't have to just rely on nature, because Mother Nature sometimes does things. And so they're not happy with how their pack leader and elders have handled things. And so when the second group sort of investigates and figures out what's going on in the territory, they decide to sort of like put up a negotiation and try and help them. But the elders of the more insular tribe take that as sort of like a capitulation from the other group. And so they go into the negotiation very arrogant, and it makes the other group mad. So they withdraw the negotiation. And so that's going to be kind of like the last straw. And so there's going to be sort of like a break in the insular den. And so most of the younger crowd is going to leave and either form their own pack, or I haven't decided if they're going to form their own pack for sure, or if they're maybe going to go over to the other shifter den and sort of like asked to become a part of their den. So yeah, so that's what I'm trying to figure out, some things like that. But I know that's not going to be a main part of a story. That's going to be more of a secondary line of plot for one of the books. But I have to also figure out like what's the timeline of this event happening. So all that kind of fun stuff. All right, let's go ahead and start the next sprint, the third sprint. Are you guys interested in, okay, so I'm feeling like low energy, so I'm going to continue just the 25 rather than try and do a 30-minute race. So I feel like today is more of a slightly lower energy day. It might have something to do with the fact that, my brain was wide awake at 4 a.m. this morning. Maybe just a little bit. But anyway, make sure that you save your document. Make sure that you have something to hydrate with. I'm probably going to get up and go get another glass of water because I've finished mine. But yes. All right, so third sprint, 25 minutes, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that was the end of the third sprint. Let me do that. Okay. Save the document. Save it. I got near 1,000 again, but I'm not hitting the 1K mark again today. I mean, in a 25 minutes, so that is okay though. Sorry, doing the calculation again and yawning while I do it. 842 that time. Oops. So how much have I done in total thus far? I've done 2,300, so 2,365, which is pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. I'm still figuring out some of the characters and how things go together. But I feel like I'm getting a more solid grasp on some characters that are going to be in the first book. So yeah, so I'm happy. I feel like I've been saying that same thing though, like over the whole month, which is true. But I feel like I'm kind of repetitive in that case. But yeah, so feeling good. Although I was having some definite typo issues, gossiping became gossiping. I don't know. Don't ask. I don't know. I'm with Mackenzie. Apparently need more coffee. So Nikki B is here. Hello. You are doing some homework, but you will be writing in a bit. Yay. Kat says 493 and some scenes before you chart it out. Okay, you write too much detail. You tend to drag on when you feel you should be moving on. Sometimes that can be fixed in edits though. So, but yes. Tina got 571. Nice. Kai got 554. Excellent. Petra got 296. Yay. Turk got 78 words. Draft 2 has been a trip, writing in a new point of view. She didn't exist in draft 1, and that's put you to a snail's pace trying to capture her voice. Good luck with that. I think for that very reason is why I prefer writing in third person omniscient, is because I don't have to worry about that as much. Kai says, I think it's quite good in first drafts. You can edit later. Yes. Love your students, but some of their writing. Yeah. Where do you even start to give advice? Yes. Yeah. Been there. But at the same time, yeah, focus on like 1 to 2 things. What are the commonalities you're seeing between all of them? Is there a mistake that's being commonly made? That's kind of how I had to go at it, is just because like, what were the things I was seeing over and over and over again? Mackenzie made coffee and you did some laundry and made the kids hot chocolate. Ooh, nice. Very good. All right, so it is 2:40. So I think what I will do is I will set up a 15, and then while the 15-minute timer is going on, I will put links in the chat for other streams that are going to happen today. And then after that, we should be done. So that's what we're going to do. But that means that I need to stop sharing the screen for a moment. And we will do this one. But we will move it to the 15-minute mark. Okay, now I can share the screen again. All right. There we go. Okay, so 15 minutes. Don't forget to save. Don't forget to take a stretch break if you need one. Get some water, get a snack, whatever it is that you need to do. There is that. Okay, so 15 minutes. This is going to be the 4th sprint. So let me change that banner. And I will also put the ticker with all of the things that we need to remember, just because. All right, so starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that was the end of the 4th writing sprint. How did we do? What was the word count for the last sprint, and what did you get all told, I guess? I wound up with a question and started researching that, so I didn't get many words that time. I think I got about maybe 300 words, something like that. Oops. 302. Okay. Nope. So 5, 8, 6, 5, 3. So I wrote 2,667 words. So that will put my Nano project at 47,077 words. So I should be able to hit the 50K mark on Sunday when we stream together. Yay! So that will be a fun time. Also, don't forget to save. Now that we've done all that work today, don't forget to save. So Mackenzie got 215 words typed. Nice. Tina got 106. Excellent. Mackenzie got a total of 722 for the stream. Very good. And Kat says 241 and finally started to get into the flow. Yay. That is awesome. So there were a couple of streams that started like at 2 and some that start at 3. So let me just kind of run through a couple of those. So Nikki is streaming now. She just started at 2. And so that is the link to Nikki's stream. And then Kara Brown also started at 2 p.m. And then at 3 p.m. sometimes said streams, but I didn't see one for today, but occasionally it happens, so I put the channel link for Sid. And Divided by Sight has one starting at 3, which is in 2 minutes. So there are at least 3 streams, maybe 4, that you should be able to find. And then also, I forgot, where is Mallory? Okay, Mallory streams weekdays till 5 p.m. In, I think, 2 parts. So let me put Mallory's Mallory's channel in so that you can also, so there's at least 4, maybe 5 that you can visit at this point. And then starting at 4 p.m., HK Darkwood is doing a 4-hour write-in. Starting at 5 p.m., Charlie Dorset has a stream, our lovely Charlie. And then at 8 p.m., Sarah Scharnweber usually has a stream, but she has not put the live up yet. So, but it's usually there by the time I finish streaming, if not. So By the Brook is also going to be streaming at 8:30 tonight. Tessa is going to be streaming at 10. Meadow is going to be streaming at 10. And Catherine is going to be streaming at 1 a.m. if you are up in the wee hours. So there you go. All right, so Petra got 257 that last sprint. Yay! Mackenzie is at 34,271 total. Yay! Nice. And there's Mallory's link. And 1,810 for this sprint session. Yay! 70,147 for Nano total. Very nice. Very, very nice. Congratulations. That is awesome. Mackenzie says, I've got to get the children ready for bed, so you are done for the next half hour. Well, that is okay. There will be streams to come back to if you feel like it. So thank you very much for joining me today, and I think that is going to be it for me today. So thank you. I will be back Sunday 2 to 5 p.m. Eastern, and then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I guess trying to figure out what to do with the rest of November besides write more. So yes, so I will see y'all next time. Thank you very much, and